Merry Christmas Eve. Welcome to Vlogmas Day 24. Maggie just wants to be up here because there's cookies. So look at me. I've got a face on. My hair is done. I even have the Thomas Ford lipstick on. I am feeling so much better. I still have a cough. I will probably have that for a while, but feeling so much better. Art and I are so excited because the boys will be here this evening and we cannot wait. Christmas is officially here. We're so excited. Maggie's doing much better too. She was still favoring her leg a little bit. She's shaking right now because she always gets the shakes. This is Maggie's little trick. Maggie she knows that we get overly concerned. So whenever there's food about that she wants, she will actually fake shaking as if her blood sugar's dropping so that she can have some of the food. Trust me, there is nothing wrong with her. She is so smart. She has learned to play her mom and her dad. Haven't you? She's learned. So anyway, I'm gonna put her down. So I've already been baking this morning. I baked, and I wasn't into, I knew that I was gonna bake at least the salted caramel cookies because, Art requested them and his appetite has been really off. So I wanted to make sure that he had that. But I was okay, I'd come to the realization that baking might not happen this year, but you can't have Christmas without baking cookies. It's just not right. So I baked the salted caramel and then I baked chocolate chip. And I baked some chocolate chip with walnuts, the black walnuts. And those were from my dad. So strangely enough, Dad used to hunt and harvest black walnuts. And I remember that time of year around Thanksgiving and into Christmas, into winter, his hands would be black. They would be stained, and there's nothing that gets that off, trust me. So, and I remembered the smell, and black walnuts are a little bit bitter. They're not like your typical walnut, but they're perfect for baking. And they were extremely expensive. I think they still are. But anyway, Dad would harvest them with his best friend, and then they would, well, I don't know if his best friend would give them away, but my dad would. My dad would give away quart-size mason jars or quart-size baggies full of these to all of our church friends and all of the like Lions group and auxiliary groups in the neighborhood and in the community for baking throughout the holidays. And of course, we would save some for ourselves as well. Well, I saved one quart-size bag. And I wasn't even sure if they'd be good, but oddly enough, they are. And so I put some of my dad's walnuts in some of the cookies. Now, why is that important? Why is that a big deal? Well, since it's Christmas Eve and I wanted to do something a little bit different, and you guys that have been around for a while know how sentimental I can be. But I wanted to share with you just a thought or two in light of Christmas Eve. So the walnuts are kind of like, and the funny thing about finding them in my pantry and keeping them all these years and never using them and whatnot, well, it's because we don't realize how much we hold on to until we let it all go and embrace the letting go. So Christmas can be really rough for people that have lost loved ones. And I am, no stranger to that. I've lost my mom almost 30 years ago. I've lost my dad about 5 years ago. I lost a child about 24 years ago. So I've lost nephews and friends. So I'm no stranger to the feeling of grief and loss. And I wanted tell those of you that are going through that this time of year that there is light at the end of the tunnel and that things do get better. I promise you they do. So I've kind of come full circle in a way, which is really weird because I never really thought that, I don't know, I guess I assumed I was always going to feel the way that I felt. In my generation, in the way I was raised, you just, trauma happens, you pick up and you move on. You don't really process the typical way that you should, or the healthy way you should. You just kind of suppress and move on. Well, this year I can honestly say that I've processed and that I'm on the other side. So I can use my dad's walnuts and I can go to my dad's shop. And you guys have seen me do a lot of hard things this year that were all a part of the journey of closing the chapter of actually actively grieving and embracing those precious memories and those precious moments and loving the fact that I was able to make them. So with that being said, it was funny that on Instagram, and I'm sure that if you have Instagram, you have seen this viral poem that has kind of went off and taken off. And I'm not sure who the original person is that wrote the poem, or it's not even a poem, it's a soliloquy of sorts. But I'm not sure who exactly wrote it. I came across it from Michael Bublé's post on Instagram, and he stated that his sister had wrote it and shared it in a family chat. And I thought when I saw it, it gave me goosebumps and it stuck with me because it was almost like she said the majority of the words that I was feeling that were so appropriate for this time of year and being a mom. Because knowing what I know, having lost my parents and lost a child, knowing that makes me want to embrace the memories that I'm going to leave my children. And I'm leaving them little nuggets along the way through YouTube that will be there forever, that they can go back and cherish and feel that sense of home and love that we all want to carry with us, especially this time of year. So I copied this down, but I tweaked it. And I tweaked it so that it fit my memories, fit me and my family. So I personalized it, but they are not all my words. The bulk of this was from someone else. And like I said, I'm not exactly sure who. So I'm going to insert that at the end of this video with a little bit of, I don't know. I just made up something special. I hope you enjoy it. I hope that it sparks something in you that just, I don't know. I hope that it's like a little hug from me to you, especially the moms, because we as moms go all out for Christmas. All year long, we are busy making everything matter to our kids and our families. We give 110% all the time. And sometimes we're so drained and we keep doing it, as tired as we are, as worn out as we are. And sometimes we doubt that what we're doing is making a difference, but it does. It does. What my mom and my dad did for me made a difference. And what I'm doing for my kids is making a difference. And whether you have kids or not, what you're doing for your spouse, what you're doing for your family, your neighbor, whoever it might be, you're not going to go unnoticed. And it does make a difference, and it is special, and it is important. So I wanted to share this little clip with you for Christmas, and I hope that it brings joy to your heart, and I hope that you have a very, very Merry Christmas. Your kids may not know it yet, but one day when they're grown, when they've started their own families with their own traditions, it'll be you in the mirror. Their kids' handmade decorations will be hung with pride just like theirs were, and the carrots and cookies will be nibbled in the exact same way. It'll be your family recipes and Christmas cookies that will grace their tables, and they'll search for the same nostalgia that's been woven into all their memories. They'll play all the same Christmas carols and songs and watch all the same old Christmas movies that feel like home, that feel like you. Magic Christmas stickers, Polar Express sleigh bells, Christmas PJs and pictures of Santa will fill their house with excitement for their kids, just like you created for them. And when they think of Christmas, it'll be you. They will emulate you, and they will remember you, and they will want to be you for all of their loved ones, kids, and friends, because you are their memories. You are their magic. You are their Christmas. From my heart to yours, Merry Christmas.